Keep kind of asking the same sort of obvious questions, but basically just after a couple weeks, how do you feel as far as, having been in somewhat live stuff, having to throw the ball around, move around a lot? How is the knee feel, and just how does the rest of your game feel at this point?
Yeah, I feel real good. I feel like offense definitely we're making a lot of plays. A lot of guys making plays. Myself personally, as far as the knee, I'm feeling real good. I feel like I'm ready to play. So I know September 4th comes. I know I'll be ready 100% with no concerns.
Tom and then Jim.
Michael, can you? I know Coach Allen just mentioned on Saturday that the offense was sort of won that game against the defense, which doesn't usually happen in an early scrimmage. And he kind of raved about you and all three quarterbacks, really. But if you could tell us a little bit what was going on out there for you guys to have success, and how close were people getting to you in that scrimmage?
Yeah, let me answer the second question first. Coach Allen, is quick whistle every time. Even sometimes I want to use my legs a little bit. He's going to call a quick whistle. So, I understand. He's just looking out for me, looking out for this team. But as far as scrimmage, on the offside of the ball, we just executed. We executed the simple things. We made sure that we just did our assignments. Trusted each other, and the guys on the outside made plays. We had running backs making plays, and I was just doing my best to get on the ball and just make sure that we was in the right protections, make sure we was in the right place, so everything went smoothly. And that's how I went Saturday. And that wasn't just me; it was also the other two quarterbacks as well that was getting a lot of reps. Jack and Donovan. So we're just executing the small things, and I feel like. Once we do that, we're a great team.
Jim, then Joe.
Michael, talk about the scrimmage. It was as close to game action as you've been for quite a while. I know you're not getting hit and whatnot, but what was that like to be in that moment and going through those reads and actually being a part of live play?
Yeah, it felt good. We go against the defense every day, but obviously the scrimmage, we're on the game field, just getting a little feel for everything, but I feel like it went good, for it being our first scrimmage, offense definitely showed a lot of great things, defense showed a lot of great things as well, but I feel like it was definitely something to build off of, I feel like we still got some more stuff to work on, but, I definitely feel like we're definitely in a good spot right now.
Joe, then Griffin.
Michael, talk a little about the route running the other day and the improvement of some of the new guys you got. You know what you have in Ty. Some of the new guys that are developing and who's caught your eye, and also how was it throwing in that secondary that's much improved this year?
Yeah, we got a lot of guys stepping up. We have DJ Matthews, the transfer came in. He's been with us since spring. He's just elevating. He's a guy that's going to make a lot of big plays for us. We got Jacoby Hewitt. He was here last year. He had played last year, got his first catch last year against Penn State on the big catch over the middle. He's been making a lot of plays. Definitely showing a lot of great things out there on the field. Cam Buckley, he's been doing good as well. Doing everything right. Make sure that he gets his depth and routes and stuff like that. Javon Swinton, a guy that showed up Penn State game that last drive as well. As a freshman. So I feel like we definitely have a lot of guys out there doing a lot of things right, and definitely a lot of guys that's definitely gonna make a lot of big plays for us this year. Obviously, like you said, we have Ty back. That's a great thing for us on the offside of the ball. Ty's gonna make plays all the time. But it's good to have those weapons out there. We still have Miles as well, so Miles definitely gonna make some big plays for us too as well.
Griffin, then Kevin.
Mike, you've had to go through a lot to get back here. 3 season-ending injuries. Go back to that Maryland game last year, all the way back to here. We're getting ready for a full comeback on September 4th. Kind of off the field for a second, your mentality, your mission to come back. What has it been like for you, and how do you keep it going after hit after hit after hit?
Yeah, I'll just say trusting in everything that's going on. I believe everything happens for a reason, and I have a lot of great people around me. Keeping me positive. Make sure that I stay up. Make sure that I'm here. Every day doing the rehab. Even the days I possibly don't want to. It might not feel as good some days. Well, I'm past those days now, but back then, when I don't feel good, it's just those guys always in my ear, in my corner. Always make sure that I stay positive. Our rehab guy Jacob. He's been doing a great job with me. He pushes me every day. He definitely pushed me to my push me as hard as he can because he knows what's at stake. He knows what I want to do. He knows I want to be great, and he pushes me every day, and he makes sure that I understand that the things that he's doing for me is always good. So I trust the training staff. The guys around me just keeping me positive, keep my head up.
Kevin, then Dustin.
Yeah, Mike. Ryder Anderson talked a little bit about the offensive line. Thought it really had potential to be a fairly strong unit this year. I'm just curious about maybe your initial impressions and how they performed in the scrimmage.
Yeah, the offensive line definitely is making huge steps. You know, they're stepping up a lot. You know, we got a lot of guys that played a lot of football. You know, I feel like they're definitely doing real good. You know, they're doing their jobs and they're definitely working hard. You know, and that came from our off season. You know, I was watching them guys working out and stuff like that. You know, those guys definitely want to be great. So that's definitely good on our side of the ball. And you know, we just continue to push them every day. You know, Coach Allen challenges them every day. You know, he's always on the microphone, like yelling at them, make sure that they stay up, because he knows that we need those guys. You know, it starts up front. So I feel like they're doing a great job. You know, and I feel like it's definitely going to be a great season for them guys.
Justin, last one.
Michael, how do you feel like you've improved mechanically since you got here, especially over this offseason? It seems like you've always had a lot of velocity on the ball. It seems like you've added a lot of touch, though, especially on deep balls. How have you tried to work on that? What have you done as far as motion is concerned to fix everything? And how do you think you're a just better passer?
Yeah, just working on accuracy. You know, I feel like I can make a lot of throws in the pocket. You know, I feel like I can make any throw in the pocket. You know, just working on some, off-platform stuff. You know, out of the pocket stuff on the run. You know, just coming off the injury, make sure I can still go on the run. You know, plant. You know, set up when I have to and stuff like that. So I definitely been working on that this off season. You know, just make sure that I just stay sound. You know, make sure that. Like, I go back and look at the film and just looking at my mechanics, make sure my feet are set and my target, make sure I got a good base and stuff like that. You know, if I don't make a throw, I try to figure out why I didn't make it and make it up after practice, you know. So just those little things, you know, just make sure that, you know, if I didn't make a throw in practice, I make sure I get it out to practice, you know, rep it over and over so, you know, we don't have those mistakes and those misses whenever we need them, you know. We treat every play like a big play, so we got to make sure that we complete all those passes. So if something's not completed, you know, just make sure that we get the extra work in with that same receiver, the same spot on the field. You know, just make sure that we continue to rep and just be sound.